if you have a lot of hair underneath, you're going to need your clip again. This is the same clip that we used to lift up the wig and hold the side up while we're putting our tape on. So we're going to pull our own hair out of the way. We're going to clip it so that it doesn't fall forward. And then on your forehead, you're going to start to draw how you want this hairline to come together. When I look at Elvis's hair, I notice a lot of distinct features in the hairline. And when you're on stage, I want those features to stand out. And so I see that his temple line is pointy, and I make it pointy. Some guys, if you want it more rounded, you can, round the temple a little bit more and come across this way. Or again, just make sure that the hair that you're designing is in front of your own hairline. And that's another important thing when you're taking the measurements for your Elvis wig. When you're taking measurements, don't start measuring from where your own hair is. Measure from where you want the Elvis hairline to start. Remember, in the photos, Elvis does have a high forehead, so don't start measuring it here. Typical rule of thumb is 3 to 4 fingers from the eyebrows or the bridge of the nose will tell you approximately where that hairline should start. So once you've drawn it out the way that you want it, make sure that everything is correct and take it down to the bottom of your sideburn here. They sell they're called China markers, but I think they're fabric pencils. What I like about these is they mark incredibly well, but you can just rub the marker off, or with a little bit of rubbing alcohol it'll come off. So the first thing I did was I traced out my design. It might not be perfect the first time you do it. So before you start taking a template, erase any parts that don't feel right to you, redo them. This part is crucial. Getting a nice design, pull your hairline back, make sure that it's not too low. Like I said, use your 3 or 4 fingers. Make sure that your own hair is covered because the wig's going to be coming to this point. Again, make sure you just got a nice fill in. Once that's done, like I said, take the wig all the way down to your sideburn. So once you feel that you got a nice design, you're going to just take a piece of cellophane and make yourself feel like a salad. And put this on the top of your head. Now there's obviously 2 ways you can do this. The hard way, or harder way, is by yourself. And then the easier way is with a friend. So we're going to tie this in the back. Nice and tight. And if you're by yourself, that's the best way to go. And then we're going to put another piece on the top to cover the top part of our head. All the way to the back where we've tied. And again, we're going to pull this nice and tight. I'm going to tie it around their chin. Hi, Mom. Alright, so you can see the plastic wrap is nice and tight around my head. Now we're going to take a magic marker now, and with this marker you're going to trace over the mark that you did underneath. Okay, well, I just marked on my face, so don't do that part. Now I like to use strapping tape versus regular tape. You can buy this at Home Depot. It has a fiberglass in it and just holds on pretty nice. So we're going to cut our tape and we're going to start building a cast of our scalp by layering the tape, one layer on top of another layer on top of another layer all over our head. This is going to be done on the front, on the top, on the sides, on the back, and you need to do a minimum of 3 layers. Might take you about half an hour, 40 minutes to do it, but like I said, the mold lasts for a long time, and it is a crucial part of having the best possible fit and the best possible look for yourself. Again, these do take about 10 weeks to make, but it's definitely worth the wait. And when you're doing the back, again, you don't have to get fancy. Just wrap it all the way around, all the way down to the bottom of your neck. And just keep on layering. Now, if you have a friend, your friend can do all this work, and then you just sit in the chair and relax, which is always nicer. So once we got the layers on the top, then we're going to start going crisscross. And once we finish our crisscross, then we'd be going straight back. So we have the tape going this way, and then straight up and down. And again, it's just going to form a really nice mold and shape to your scalp. So I'm going to stop here, and you guys get the gist of it. We go all the way around. So once that's done, you're going to have basically a mold of your scalp. You're going to turn it inside out, and you can leave this part to us, or you can actually trim away where your design is. And then put it back on your head again. Before you send it to us, just make sure it's perfect. So now we're going to pop it back on. You know, we got a nice tight fit. And double check it. Is it falling where I wanted it to fall? Is my hairline being covered? Or is the temple looking the way I want it to look? And then you'd send this mold into us, and we'd make your wig custom made based on this mold, so it would be a perfect fit.